Step into the scene, it's a vibe we create. There's in love on the move, never running late. Blueprints and dreams on the table they spin. Every door they unlock lets a new life begin. Deals in the making, keys to the sky, turning houses to homes under every why. Agents on the grind, lifestyle and decor, lighting up the streets with what we adore. Realty Chronicles, we hustle and shine. Des in love, working magic, sign after sign. Lifestyle international.
So I think it is going to be an amazing way to bridge the gap and connect the diaspora with the continent through real estate. One of the best feelings someone can have is the feeling of home ownership. And everyone needs a place to live. Everyone needs a home. So we feel like bridging the gap and building communities is how we would do that.
Until everything's right, catching that glow when the deal is sealed. The future unlocked, the destiny revealed.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Realtor Chronicles with Lifestyle International Realty Greensboro. And today we have some beautiful guests.
Beautiful.
Love, please introduce our beautiful guest.
Yes. So today we have Pam Robinson and Thursday Brown Rice with the CE Collective. And we're super excited because we are announcing our collaboration for the Greensboro community. So if you are a real estate agent, an investor, someone that's just wanting to purchase a home, or just wanting to learn more about real estate, guess what? We got you covered. So Thursday and Pam, we'll start with you. Can you tell everyone a little bit about you, your background, and why this is important, or why you think this is important for the Greensboro community?
Yes, sure. Thank you. Pam Robinson. I started investing in 2002. That was my goal. And I got my license in 2005 so that I could purchase properties as an investor. And it opened up doors for me to venture into other areas of real estate to create multiple streams of income. So I was investing, selling, and then I added property management. So I've been doing that all since 2005. And then I had an opportunity 3 years ago. Thursday approached me about another venture in real estate to bring it all full circle, which is educating, which is, we all know, so critical, because we see bulletins. We know that mistakes are not allowed in this industry. They can cost money, time. So Thursday and I are excited to be able to help agents make sure they're successful, they're achieving financially their goals, and maintaining their license.
Yeah, absolutely. Thursday, how about yourself? Can you kind of give everyone a little background on yourself, or maybe even share something that most people don't know about you? I love to keep it interesting that way.
Okay, so my motivation for starting in real estate is completely different from Pam's. She's all like, oh, yes, I want to be an investor. Well, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I couldn't afford it. So this was the easiest way for me to be able to do it. And I had a very supportive husband. So I started in real estate about 23 years ago because my background is in human resources, and I'm PHR certified. And I just realized that the time required to do the job the way I wanted to do it was more than what I could, I really wanted to put in with a small child. So went into real estate, worked for a local company. I was about to call a name, but I won't, for about 2.5 years. And then I got my first $1 million client. And I was like, this might be a good time to go out on my own. So that's what I did. And I've been working on my own ever since. So that's been about 23 years ago. Like I said, my background is in HR, but I have a passion for education because my family's in education. So I'm on the board of a couple of organizations that deal with education. And I just like people. So I love selling real estate, and I got this God idea about 3 years ago from another young lady, and she wasn't able to work with me. So I was like, God, send me somebody who can help me with this,
Wow.
whose weaknesses are my strengths, and vice versa. And we were sitting at a party, and Pam walked in, and I said, oh, she had this little halo over her head. So I knew I said, that's her. And so we got together, and Pam and I actually went to college together. So we've known each other for years. And so when I approached her after a little reluctance, she finally said, consented, and the CE Collective was born, and it has been a wonderful experience for us. We have really enjoyed doing it, helping people, educating people, learning a lot ourselves. Mainly, we like to keep people from getting in trouble and ending up with their names on the back of that bulletin and putting their licenses in jeopardy. So,
Yeah. And we appreciate you guys, and we definitely are glad that we were able to meet you, and we saw the halos when we saw you guys too.
Right.
So we know what that feeling is all about. We understand. So tell us something about you guys that most people don't know. Pam, tell us something about you that most people don't know. One thing that's fun.
I love to garden.
Okay.
I
Do you
should have
have
been
a
a
garden
boy.
with, do you have a garden with fresh fruits and vegetables?
I
And
do. I
That's
do.
right. I
I am
remember
a
you saying
tomboy
that.
to heart, so gardening and bugs and dirt, I love.
Don't
That's
forget
fantastic.
to give me your overflow.
I've been looking for somebody. I have carrots growing like I'm
Oh
throwing them
my gosh.
away.
I will
Cucumbers.
be
Oh
in
no.
Greensboro Wednesday.
Okay.
I will come
Yeah.
pick it up. You just
Me
let me know where
too.
I gotta be.
Me too.
Peppers, I tell you, it's I've had an abundance and nobody has really been interested. So
Don't throw anything else away.
Just call me anytime. I live
We will be
thank
juicing
you.
it.
I live an hour away, but whenever you want me to come pick them up, I'm coming. Just call
I
me.
love it.
We love to juice, Pam. So
Yeah.
you can
Oh,
juice all that stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. Yes.
Yeah.
And I make cucumber water, but the cucumbers, I've been inundated with cucumbers and mint and cucumber water. There's so many healing qualities, so refreshing in this heat. So
Yes.
I've just had to get creative with what I can do and not dispose of good food.
Right.
Well,
Right.
just let us know.
I'll be there. I'll
Sir.
be there.
so let me let y'all in on a little secret.
Okay.
I don't want to be outside.
She does not. She does not.
Outside is for transition between two inside spaces. I don't like outside. However, so one of the things that most people don't know about me, well, some people know, but is that I make most of my clothes. I didn't make what I had to do.
She's
I
good.
love to sew, and I am a creative. So anything creative, I like to try. And
You are, because you were wearing a dress or a frock one day, and I said, "Ooh, this is so nice." And when you told me, I was like, "Really?"
yeah,
So yes, you are very creative,
Yeah.
stylish, all of that.
Yes.
All
yes,
of that.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
So on September 9th at the Greensboro Lifestyle Office, 808 Summit Ave at 10 a.m., you guys are going to be here and you're going to be sharing some knowledge for the community, for other real estate agents, home buyers, investors, anybody that wants to learn more about real estate. You are welcome to come. But you guys are going to talk about some things that you think the community should know about. So can each of you kind of give us a little intro or tease as to what you're going to talk about? And this is Realtor Chronicles, so share some stories. You don't have to give the full story, but maybe give us some, some tea.
Yeah, you don't have to say the names, of course, but share some funny stories.
So our topic is from lead to keys. We don't want to assume that agents have already learned everything they need to know, because Thursday and I are still learning every single day.
Yes.
And we're not teaching what we've heard. We're teaching what we do, what we know. And some things we've learned from the School of Hard Knock and some things we've learned through training. But We will just want to start at the beginning and make sure buyers have all the tools, buyers agents have all the tools they need to have a successful transaction. The first part is on the initial consult from the beginning to the contract. Mm-hmm. So we've learned lots of different things that will help agents make sure that they're not missing any steps in that initial stage and that they're securing that client. Because you can get leads, but can you turn them into clients?
Can you close?
Can you close?
There you go.
And
in real estate, you got to always be closing.
Listen, from day one.
Yes. From day one.
Yes. So I was going to say too, I think what's great about the class is it's not only just for real estate brokers, but anybody who's interested in learning more about the real estate process. Pam and I both run into people every day who say, yes, I want to buy a home. And then they make the mistakes of signing paperwork, or they'll talk to you and say, hey, I'm going to start looking in September. They may go to an open house and they may sign paperwork that they don't understand, and then they don't know the proper questions to ask. So it's really a great educational class for anybody who has any interest in how to start the real estate process and what to expect. Awesome. So I will segue into a funny story. Since we want to talk about stories, just happened today. Situation with a family friend and young people, right, in their, let's say, early 30s. We've been talking. I've known them for years, since they were young kids, and now they're married. And it was like, yeah, they call me auntie. Yeah, auntie, we're going to call you when we're ready to, buy our home, and we're thinking about next year and blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. So I get a call last Friday. Okay, we have a situation. They're asking us for this much money. Are you under contract? I don't know. Okay. What have you signed? Well, they assigned this paper where they went over all the finishes and all. Okay, you're under contract. Have you given them any money? Well, they're asking us for $17,000. Okay. What kind of loan are you getting? I'm not sure. I said, okay. So this is what I need you to do. I need you to go back to them and tell them that you would like to bring in an agent, ask if they're willing to pay my commission. And then my wonderful partner wrote me a little note while I was on the call and said, tell them to tell them that they're not comfortable with dual agency, because we know that's the buzzword in our industry, right? Mm-hmm. I said, so go back. I said, so I can jump in and ask questions and negotiate this thing on your behalf going forward. Mm-hmm. So those are kinds of things that we just are like, you think people know. You even think you've educated them. I told you, before you do anything, call me. It still doesn't register. So it's never too much information to put out in the community for people.
Yes, absolutely.
Understood. And it happens all the time. You know what I mean? And sometimes people have opportunities that, come through or come across, and they just feel like they need to do this right now and not necessarily reach out or speak. And I mean, it happens. It happens.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I mean, I wasn't mad or anything, but I'm asking him questions that he can't answer.
Right.
And I'm technically not really supposed to be advising you because you've already signed this paperwork. So you're calling me after the fact. So in order to get me involved, you have to now let them know that you want to get me involved so that I can truly help you. Because you don't know, you don't know what you don't know sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it happens all the time. And all we can do is still be there for those individuals, especially if they're friends or family, because at some point in time, you will be able to help some kind of way. So I'm glad you were still able to get in there and help them before they continue that process. And a lot of people don't realize, definitely get with the lender. Even if you're going for new construction, get with the lender up front and get pre-approved. Don't be scared. There's a big fear there. And I'm just saying, don't be scared. That is like the first step one of the first steps is to get with the lender, just see where you are.
Mhm.
And
That
even
way,
most lenders, even if they tell you no, they will sit down with you and say, "Hey, you need to fix this, this, and this
yes,
in this way." So it's step one, no matter what.
Right.
yes. So
Yeah.
don't be afraid. If I don't say anything else, don't be afraid. And
That's
don't be afraid to reach out to your realtor friends when you're doing a transaction. Even if you don't want to use them, still reach out and say, "Hey, what do you think?" Or that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I think
So,
birthday
well,
story is a great example of how we sell to clients that they need our services.
Yeah.
They were stuck. I mean, they didn't know how to negotiate for themselves, and Thursday stepped in and is able to do that, hopefully. But they need us. We've
Yeah.
got to be able to convey why they need us.
yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of let me say this. North Carolina is a buyer beware state. That's all I got to say. So if you want to do real estate or be part of a real estate transaction and not have representation, I don't recommend it. Um, I just don't recommend it.
Yeah.
So,
Not wise.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
like going into a courtroom when you know nothing about the law to
Come
defend
on.
Right.
yourself.
That
Exactly.
part.
This doesn't make any sense.
Or
Exactly.
going for heart surgery
Yeah.
and your doctor is not a doctor.
Right.
Yes. And
Right.
a lot of times I think people don't understand that when they go into these on-site offices,
Yes.
that person is working for the seller.
The
That's
seller.
right.
And the best that you're going to get is dual agency, which means that that person becomes a conveyor of information. They're not going to tell you that you can negotiate down payment. They're not going to tell you that you can
Right.
negotiate finishes or what. They're not going to tell you any of those things because they can't.
Right.
They can only say the builder is offering this. And if you don't know what to ask for,
Boom.
find
Good
yourself,
luck.
You're right.
you find yourself
Shoot
calling
yourself
your
in the
auntie
foot.
later, right?
Yeah.
And even if you're working in a transaction, like even with the listing agent, just know that that listing agent, their responsibility is to the seller as
Yes.
well. So you
Yeah.
really want to have someone that's representing you and
Yeah.
have your best interest at heart. So I just want to put that out there
Yes.
for everyone to know. Don't be afraid of getting a loan. And don't be afraid to reach out to your realtor, friends, family, whatever, and ask questions. You don't have to use them, but at least get some
Get some
guidance
information.
and
It's
navigate.
the
Yeah,
biggest, it's the largest purchase that we'll ever make in our
Right.
lives.
That's right.
So why would we do that without professional help? I mean, if it's especially when it's available.
Yeah,
And a lot of times if you're the buyer, it doesn't cost you much.
That's
So,
right.
it typically may not cost you anything when you're dealing with me and Des, because we normally make sure we go hard to negotiate that. I'm sure you guys
we do too.
as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Because the seller wants to
I've had clients get money back at closing.
Awesome.
Because if you got 100% financing and you
Right.
negotiate for the seller to pay your realtor commission and your closing costs, and you put money down, guess what? That money's coming back to you. If you put down an earnest deposit, it's coming back.
And Pam and Thursday, I haven't known you guys long, but I know you guys aren't afraid to ask for things.
Right.
No.
Ask for things that you know should be part of the deal and the transaction.
Absolutely. That's a great segue into Pam's recent story
So, share.
when she had to
Give
ask
us
for
the
things.
deets. Give us the deets.
This was going to be a big part of our class, but I'll just share a little bit of it. I got an opportunity to work with an investor that they weren't local, and I had bought like 5 houses for them that they never saw. I rehabbed them, managed them. They decided they wanted a home here because they have family here in the area, so that they could stay, a couple of times a year and maybe Airbnb it later. So this happened really, really quick. I was out of town. Thursday actually did the inspection for me, so there was a lot going on. I forgot to ask for Form 220.
Mm.
The money form?
The money. I was not
Only the
thinking about.
money.
Well, and I haven't really done I've been doing more listings and not buyer transactions since
Yeah.
NAR settlement came into play and all of that changed. So, sometimes it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. So I'm used to our compensation being our compensation.
Right. Right.
Well, now Form 20 is your compensation.
220.
Yeah.
I'll talk about that a little bit further in class. I'm not going to give
A little teaser.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, man.
So again, to buyers, don't be afraid to get loans, and don't be afraid, because we will go hard to negotiate for the sellers to pay our commission. So you're not even, in most situations, you're not paying us anything, or if you are, it's very little, because we may be able to negotiate 2% or 2.5%, and everyone charges a different percentage. And depending on the transaction, I know we charge 3 to 5. So,
Yeah.
we're able to definitely work that out. So don't be afraid. We welcome everyone to come on September 9th at 10 a.m., 808 Summit Ave. And Des is about to say something. Go ahead, Des.
I was just going to say, everybody does charge, right? But just keep in mind, you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you know what? I'm glad you said that, because I have a Realtor Chronicle, a situation that happened with Des and I recently. We had a buyer who got a home warranty, and the attorney didn't realize or didn't really pay attention to the fact that she switched warranty companies. So they had purchased the warranty with the company that she didn't want, and then the company that she did want never got the money. And so if you're handling and doing things on your own, you may not know how to get out of situations like that or navigate through things after closing, because things come up
All
after
the time.
closing.
All the
a lot
time.
of stuff, a lot. So we were able to help get that money back, and then the money go to the new company. And that new company, it's a local company in Greensboro, and they do 14 months instead of 12 months for your home warranty. So I'm going to definitely have to get him on one of these Realtor Chronicles so he can talk about the fact that he is local, his services are local, and that his and the pricing is maybe a little bit better as well for 14 months versus 12.
Actually, well, yeah, it's about 100 to 150 less than what I normally use with a different warranty company with our clients. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so all kinds of things can happen after closing too. So buyer beware. We are here. We have the educators in the building. Their goal is to come once a month unless something crazy happens, or Thursday is taken away. Her husband has her on some fabulous trip somewhere unexpectedly. But the goal is for us to do this once a month, bring some value, bring some education to the Greensboro Triad community, to real estate agents, investors, home buyers, or even if you're thinking about doing real estate and you're like, is this for me? Come and meet us. Come and network us. Yeah, let us know who you are. We can never know enough people. So come on, we'll have some light bites, some light refreshments for you. And does anyone else have anything they'd like to say before we close out?
Just want to give big props to Des and Love for being amazing women in the community, great real estate brokers, Lifestyle. We're looking so forward to partnering with Lifestyle, and we appreciate you all for bringing us in on this. I think it's going to be fun and exciting and informative.
It is.
Yes.
Absolutely. I know, because I took your CE class. So yes, it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's our goal, to make it fun.
It's as fun as it can be. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Pam, did you want to say anything before we close out?
Just kudos to you two. Again, what Thursday said, it's amazing that your organization cares enough about your agents to give them the extra training they need to be the best. When I started, I couldn't get any help with the firm that I was with, no help. But you're making sure that agents have that, and just kudos to you too.
And not just our agents. When we do business with agents in the community, we want it to be an equal playing field. We don't want to work with agents that don't have the knowledge that you guys are going to be sharing with us.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter if they are a lifestyle agent or not. That doesn't matter to us. What matters to us is that we're doing business with professionals. And that we're sharing and we're bringing value to the community, whether they're part of our brand or they're not part of our brand. But at some point in time, they're going to do business with us because we came to dominate this market. So at some point in time, we will have a transaction together. So it's best that we know each other, we learn together, and we can get some deals done.
Yes, and that's what Wow Wednesdays is about too. So I'm gonna put in a plug for that because we have Wow Wednesdays coming up. That's this Wednesday, isn't it?
This Wednesday.
So this Wednesday from 6 to 8, right?
Okay, and sometimes it goes past that.
It goes past that, but at the Continental Club on South Elm Street.
816 South Elm.
816 South Elm. Realtors come out. Anyone that's entrepreneur doing business, come out. We do a business speed networking. It actually stands for, the WOW stands for wisdom, and that's where we have a speaker that comes in, and the O is for opportunities. That's where we do our business speed networking, and the other W is for wins. We always just get up and share our wins with each other. It's an exciting time. It's a lot of great energy and great connections. So definitely come out this Wednesday at 6 o'clock, the Continental Club, Greensboro. See you there or be square.
And all of these events are free. Did we mention that?
No, you did not mention that.
Yes, these events are free, FREE, free. And if you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, a salesperson, it doesn't matter. If you're selling cars, guess what? Everyone in the room drives a car, needs a car. Are you a mechanic? Guess what? We need those services too. Do you do hair? Guess what? Do you do makeup and facials and massage? We need all of these services. Where's the Greensboro Triad at?
Yes. And if you're a realtor and you're really trying to push your listing, we let you be a part of the listing exchange. So you get to share information about your listings and all of that. So come out and join us.
All we can tell you is lifestyle is really trying to grow this economy.
We're not trying.
You're right. Lifestyle is growing the Greensboro economy, and we are doing business with people in Greensboro, but we don't know who you are if you don't come out, and we don't know you're here. So we welcome you guys to Wow Wednesday. We welcome you guys on September 9th. Now, Wow Wednesday is 16 South Elm Street, and that is the Continental Club. That is this Wednesday at 6 p.m. And then the CE Collective leads to keys.
I love it.
Leads to Keys on September 9th at 808 Summit Ave at 10 a.m. So we will create an Eventbrite link. We'll make sure that it's in this post. We already have one created, so we'll make sure it's added to this post. And can't wait to see you guys there. Bye.